Hi, I'm Abhisek Mohan Gupta, Pro-Chancellor, Jagran Lakecity University. We're a young university based out of Bhopal and a multidisciplinary university. Primarily, we've been into the area of education from last 20 years, and this university is the latest in the education bouquet which we offer. So now with this university, we offer education from a pre-nursery till the PhD level. So yeah, hi.
Well, sir, I wish you luck. Being a university is always a university, doesn't matter how old or young. I'm sure you're going to achieve great heights in the future. Well, sir, at the Annual Convention Awards 2019 ASMA, what do you think are the major takeaways of the event?
I think these kind of conferences and conventions are really important because this gives you an insight in what's happening across the industry, and digital being such an important part in the education field these days, and I think it's the most convenient and the most quickest way to connect to the prospective students. So I think these kind of conventions are really, really important. Helps you to connect to your peers in the industry, have the best experiences, best learning outcomes. So yeah, I mean, it's brilliant.
Well said, sir. Just to ask you, digital transformation, higher education. How do you think the whole transit is happening, and what's the future for it?
I think in the higher education space, we as a group has been in from last 6 years, and in the last 6 years itself, we have seen a tremendous change. The way the AI and the predictive analytics is coming into the whole system, it is making things easier, more you can really like drill down to what's working, what's not working. So I think digital is playing a very, very important role, and I think from a student point of view as well, I think it's more preferred method, because student would really don't want to come to a university just for a sake of inquiry, and with these kind of things, with digitalization, you go as good as like face to face with the student and do the process as a comfort and the ease of time when the student wants.
So for the first time in India, there's a dedicated channel for the academicians and the wonderful work that you're doing. What's your take on that?
I think it's very important because sharing the best practices is the key to learning, and if a platform can be made where the best practice can be showcased and a method can be found where it can be shared, I think India has a long way to go to get quality education, and that this platform can really help in getting us to that figure.
Well, sir, let me ask you a fun question here. If you were to go back 20 years or 15 years where you started, or you're just out of education to pick up your career, and if something like ASMA would be available, what would be the thoughts that you hit your head?
I think 15 years, no one would have thought that digitalization will play like such a very important role in the education space as such, be it teaching, be it communicating with students, or the outreach purpose of it. Over the years, people have, and I think still a lot of people in smaller cities of tier 2 and tier 3 feels that digitalization is just one of the platforms where you need to be present. They still more believe in the conventional platforms, and but I feel that digitalization is taking over the conventional platform, and if something like this would have happened 15 years back, I think things would have been more quicker. We would have reached to our expected GER in a much quicker time, and I think these kind of platforms should be encouraged, and there needs to be a process where these kind of platform can also be audited, because that's very important in a digital platform. If things are not audited and it's just happening, it can take you the direction can be completely different then.
Well, a very, very valid point. For the first of the day, where we have actually, it's an innovative thought, and I'm sure it has to be worked on to have the right effect, or rather to have the quality put in the right way. Sir, we're trying to build up a community who is wanting to see content like this on social media, youngsters, entrepreneurs. What would be your message to them?
I think people, there's a lot of content, and I personally believe content is the king for in no matter which area you go. And if a proper content is there and relevant content is there, people will really be, it will be very helpful for people who are coming in this industry as a new entrants. This will give them best practices, and I think a community will only grow when the best practices are shared, as I said before as well. And it's very important that such kind of platform is there for everyone to take benefit of.
Well said. So one last question for the day. What are your messages for the convention in 2020, the next year's annual convention?
I think the next convention for me should bring out best practice from across the world. We are, I think, as a country, we are still way behind what's happening across the world on the digital front in the education domain. And I think if different aspects, not only the marketing side of it, but different aspects where digitalization is impacting the education domain is brought into the convention, I think it will be very helpful for everyone coming here and attending it.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're here year after year now in the future as a partner or as a mentor or as a guiding force. Well, I thank you for being available and sharing your thoughts. I wish you a lot of success and luck in the future.
Thank you so much.